Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony and this is Tony's Tractor Adventure. I have the lovely Tanya behind the camera as always, and you're not going to hear much about her today because she's got a sinus infection and doesn't feel good, so we got her in the shade as much as we can, and she says, I am not wearing a mic because I'm nasally. So give her a little love in the comments and appreciate her for doing the fine camera work that she does. What we are doing out here, we're going to upgrade our gate system to a new gate opener that has Wi-Fi, and what that means is no matter where I'm at in the world, I can click my app. If somebody says I need to get in your gate, I can click my app and open the gate up no matter where I'm at. I'm a little bit of a nerd, so this is very intriguing to me. However, a solar system this size is not big enough to keep Wi-Fi on all the time. So this system, the new system, can run off of Wi-Fi. So what we're going to be doing today is trenching a 110 line from the fuse panel over to here. And we'll be using the BaumaLight Trencher. And the cool thing is we're going to be using the T25. I've never used it on the T25. However, I think we're going to do really good. This thing has got like 10 gallons per minute flow. I think it's 9 or 10 gallons per minute flow total. And what happens is it has a diverter valve. And that diverter valve will either, if you need some hydraulic flow going to the power steering, it will divert it to the power steering. Otherwise, that flow continues to go all the way to your implement in the back. Well, this BaumaLight Trencher runs completely off of the hydraulics of the rear remote. So what I think is going to happen is it's actually going to work better than possibly the 2515. And the reason being is I think it's going to have better flow rate at high RPM than the 2515 does, because 2515 has two pumps, has one for power steering and one for the rear implement. And there's no crossover. This one doesn't work that way. So I got a sneaking suspicion that this is going to work better. So first thing off, we're going to drop the trencher in the ground. We're going to pull about a 2-foot trench all the way around to the fuse panel. We've already called 911, or not 911, but 811 multiple times on this location. So I know that there's nothing back here. This is anything in front of the fence, we got to call 811 again. Anything behind the fence, we don't. So we're going to run a 2-foot trench all the way around to the panel. Gosh, that's a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's go to doing things and less talking, okay? Hey, we're gonna run back to the cabin and get the electrical stuff, and it's somehow got set back there. Be right back with you. Gizmo, let's go. All right, let me show you what we got in the back of the side-by-side. All right, so what we have here is a couple pieces of conduit and some underground cable. This is 14.2. Like I said, this system is going to need minuscule amps. I know it's 200 feet of wire, so it's going to have some voltage drop, but not enough to worry about. We got all of our pieces and jiggers and electrical outlets, and I'm putting a GFI outlet over here. And so we'll run the cable underground using conduit, but once it's underground, it's just going to be using underground cable, and I think it'll be fine. I'm sure that the YouTube electrician gods will correct me on everything I do wrong. I'm going to have the electric box right here, and so we'll run the PVC down and then cross through there. So we'll start right here with the trencher, go as far as I can all the way around to the electric box. I know there's really no other electric across here. Okay, so I hope this works, because if it don't, I gotta take this off the 3-point hitch here and go put it on the big tractor. So the things I'm concerned about is that this tractor by itself weighs about 2,000 pounds, with a loader, maybe 2,500 pounds total, with a loader, everything on it. Tires are loaded, so that's a few hundred pounds. So we're maybe 3,000 pounds total. So this is going to be pulling itself backwards. So this will tell the truth. Alright, let's see if it'll move. Alright, low range, 4-wheel drive. I'm a little rusty. I'm gonna let that run. Let it cool off. So we're about halfway there, and that took us well, maybe 10 minutes. Not even really 10 minutes. So I'm really trying to figure it out. I like this better than the bigger tractor. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a redirect. I'm going to come across and cut my way down into that trench and go that way. But first off, I got to move all the travel trailer electric wires and stuff. So we'll get back to you in just a second. So whenever we do a crossover like this, there's really, you know, virtually no way that you're not going to get some, you got to do some shovel work, but my ambition is to get as little manual labor as possible. Hey, tell me what you thought about that in the comment section. I personally thought it did really, really well. I'm guessing that this thing in this kind of condition here where it's not rocky but hard clay, I'm saying we're doing 100 feet per 5 minutes. Now, we had to do some stopping, and the first one took us 10 minutes to do the first leg of it, and it took us just maybe 5 minutes to do the second leg. However, that was just because we were jockeying the machine around. I'm impressed with it. So now I got to do the part that I don't like. I got to get a shovel and dig the manual trench over here. I mean, that's like 3 whole feet I got to dig by myself, and that's horrible. I mean, I may need to talk to somebody after this. So let's get to it. The clay's hard. Oh, it's muddy. So I want to qualify this by saying this is a what Tony does and not a how-to channel. So probably half of this is not the code, but I know it's not going to hurt anybody, so that's what's so important. All right, now we're going to run some cable to the best of our ability. So I'll take that out. All right, because this is a how Tony does it and not a how-to, I'm not going to show you this part. We'll get back to you right after we get it done. Well, we got back to you, and the problem is we forgot to turn the mics on, so you don't hear anything from here on out. However, what we did is we plugged it up, pushed the button to the gate, and it was running on 110 power. So we accomplished what we set out to accomplish. The last thing we did here after testing the gate was to fill the trench up with a tractor, and we called it a day. Listen, appreciate you watching our videos, and feel free to leave comments. God bless. Have a great day.